The oscilloscope is now connected to 4 probes. Those 4 probes are all connected to the oscilloscope's built-in probe compensation output, which provides a 5 volt peak-to-peak square wave. The probes I'm using are Tektronix P6139A probes. These would have been the probes that supplied with this instrument when it was new. If I switch the instrument on, and clear the menu, I can see 3 waveforms. Currently all 4 channels are switched on. Channel 4 is missing. If I press the auto set button, the unit will adjust itself to actually adjust the inputs appropriately for each channel. So that's adjusted channels 1, 2 and 3, slightly altered the amplitude, and if I select, say, channel 1, I can move it, and it's basically half a division. So with the oscilloscope set to 10 volts per division, this is a 5 volt signal, so it's about halfway, which is correct. If I do the same thing with channel 2, again halfway. Channel 3, that's about halfway. For channel 4, nothing happens except for one very strange thing. When I press the channel 4 button, channel 3 turns green. If I try and move channel 4, you can see the marker going up and down, but there's no actual waveform. If I look at the menu for channel 4, you can see that channel 4 is turned on, set to DC, so by rights should actually show something. If I press channel 3 again, it goes back to purple. I'm not sure why that's happening. I think it's an anomaly due to the fault with the instrument. This oscilloscope uses the same digitizer chip for channels 3 and 4 and a different digitizer chip for channels 1 and 2. So I believe the fault is related to what's happening with channel 3. A very strange thing happens when I adjust the time-based setting. Currently we're set to 400 microseconds per division. If we increase that setting, if I go up to 200 microseconds per division, which increases the horizontal time base, suddenly something's appeared on channel 4. So the green waveform is showing a signal. If we look at the size of the signal, we can see that with channel 4 set to 10 volts, there are several divisions of signal here. If I use the position button, so if I select channel 4 and use the position control, I should be able to move this green waveform up and down, but it doesn't move. If I try the same thing with channel 1, so press the yellow button for channel 1, move it up and down, it moves fine. Channel 2, fine. Channel 3, fine. But channel 4, I can see the pointer move up and down, but nothing moves when I actually select it. If we look more closely at this, if we turn off some of the other channels, a very strange thing happens. So if I've turned off channel 3, this weird waveform disappears off the top of the screen. So if I move up and down, I can't control it. If I switch back channel 3, it reappears, which is completely bizarre because channel 3 and 4 should not be affected like this. So here's channel 3 moving quite happily. Again, if I select channel 4, the pointer moves, but the waveform doesn't. If I do that with channel 3, the waveform moves. That's fine. And again, if we look at the amplitude, this signal is 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a 40 volt signal coming from somewhere. This is not the same signal that's being fed in, which should look exactly like this. If we look at the settings for channel 4, so if we go to channel 4, go to the menu, this is showing as DC coupling. I'll change it to AC coupling, set it to ground. Now if I set it to ground, what should be happening is that should disappear. If this was really a signal appearing on this input, it should disappear, but it isn't disappearing. The other thing I can do is disconnect the probe. Disconnect the probe makes no difference whatsoever. Channel 4 is still not working. I don't know what is happening with this input, but it's clearly not normal. I can also look at the amplitude. So this is currently set to 10 volts per division, which, as I said, is covering about 1, 2, 3, say 4 divisions. If I adjust the amplitude, this should change in size. 5 volts division, it should get bigger. 20 volts, it should get smaller. If I go to 100 volts, it's still the same size. So something is very strange here. You know, in theory, if this scope is functioning correctly, whatever this is, there is, say, 1, 2, 3, 400 volts of signal, which is clearly nonsense. If I increase the time base, we can see it a bit more clearly. You know, there's just junk appearing on this input. And if you notice, as I adjust the time base setting, strange things happening with channel 3. So channel 3 here is turning green, and I think sometimes you can even see the signals sort of interleaved with each other. You know, this is not normal behavior for this instrument, and it is definitely some sort of defect with the channel 4 input.